Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Mik'd Up. Today is Friday, November 14th. I have to be on my best behavior. My mom's watching today.
Oh, okay. I'll keep it clean.
Yeah, we got to keep it.
Is Tommy watching?
No, she's going to report back to him, though. So you got to watch your mouth, boy.
That was the first meeting we had.
That was it.
The cursing.
We have a lot to talk about. Obviously, there's a lot of news still coming out about LSU football. This time it's actually on-field conversations. Obviously the coaching search is well underway. The rumors are running rampant. You know, you hear things, he's out the mix, he's in the mix, he's out, he's in, he's out, he's in, he's out. Who knows what's going to happen? Nobody knows, but you know what the beauty of it is?
Come on home.
All of the rumors are coming from people who don't know anything.
Nobody knows anything.
I like that. Governor hasn't said anything. Good, positive for LSU. You haven't heard anything from Verge Osbury or the president or anybody that's associated with the coaching search. I think that's a positive thing. You're not hearing anything from people who matter, which I think is a good thing.
It's all tiger dropping season, baby.
Right. So that's a good thing. Obviously, coaching search is still underway. LSU does have a home game this weekend against Arkansas at home in Tiger Stadium at 11:45.
Little dew sweeper.
Well, yeah. Drink your Bloody Marys. I'm a mimosa guy, though.
Oh, screwdriver.
Screwdrivers I can do, too.
Red Bull vodka.
Yeah, that, too. But LSU not opens. LSU is a 5.5-point favorite as of now. The over/under is 57.5. LSU hasn't scored. Remind you everybody. LSU hasn't scored over 25 all year. You're probably going to get an extended look at Michael Van Buren this weekend. There's been conversation that both quarterbacks will play. Well, alert! Yesterday,
Sound the sirens.
An injury has reappeared for Nuss.
Did it never go away?
The abdominal injury that was an oblique injury, then back to an abdominal injury. He re-aggravated that. He is listed as probable. Don't know why. I guess you have to list him now, but don't know why you would list him as probable or that there's an injury that reoccurred if he was still going to play.
If it never occurred.
I don't know what's going to happen there, but after everything that has transpired over the last week or 2 weeks, I would be shocked if he played, honestly. It feels like this is a way for him to say, "Oh wait, the injury is real. I'm gonna get better," and that now he can use that as a
crutch,
as a reason why the season did not turn out the way, amongst a bunch of other things. That may not be true. I don't know, but that's what it looks like from the outside looking in. We'll see what happens on Saturday, but there's a lot of really good games that are happening this weekend that I want to talk about through the course of this show. Out after the LSU conversation, we will talk about our
parlay's happening.
Our mic'd up parlay. We almost got it. Lloyd, listen.
It's my fault.
I'm not blaming Lloyd because Lloyd has been pretty good on his bets. What happened was
cute.
Lloyd was trying. When they say, listen, when things don't go well, don't try to do something that is more than
necessary.
You need to do. Right?
Don't try too hard.
Don't try too hard because
that's my mantra.
Sometimes that is a detriment to you. Well, last week we were talking before the show about what bets we liked, and the first one Lloyd said, I'm talking about 2 minutes into this conversation, I love Tulane against Memphis.
Bounce back.
Covering. Bounce back. I love it. I said, no hesitation. I love it. Is that your bet? Because I want to put that as my bet. He goes, no, that's my bet. The second bet that he said was, I love Iowa at home against Oregon. I said, I love that. Which one do you want? I want the other one. And so he said, okay, that's where we go. Then we start going through the whole list.
Dove deep into the metrics.
And then so Lloyd really got cute, and he's like, I want to win one for the boys, so I'm going to do something that we have not done in 2 years, and I'm going to bet the first half spread for Mississippi State against Georgia, and that was blown out of the water.
Bad.
And I'm not blaming you. I think we just got a little too cute.
Yeah, it's the
yeah.
Who was the LSU pitcher last year that got drafted? Myers?
Yes.
That went
First pitch slider.
Got too cute.
At the bullpen.
Just throw the fastball because that man was geared up for the fastball. He just
ran into the slider.
And he ran into a slider.
Yep.
I threw a slider.
And he ran into it. You threw it over. You didn't locate it.
I should have just thrown the fastball.
You should have just done the fastball.
I threw two. I was 0-2.
Throw your best pitch.
I was 0-2.
Throw your best
fastball
pitch.
again.
But,
too cute.
We got some games. We're gonna win the Mik'd Up parlay for the first time all year. What a turn of events from last year. I mean, we were hot on the parlay.
Felt easy.
We're not. We're defeated. We have not won one.
We got to get one.
We got 3 weeks left of the season. We're gonna win one. This is gonna be the week. We've gotten close. And so we're going to talk, obviously, gambling. We're going to talk some other games. We're going to talk about what we want to see in the SEC. We'll probably dabble in some of the coaching searches conversation.
Edo.
We're going to talk about some of the rumors from other schools.
Spoiler alert, LSU will not be on the card.
Yeah, we're not betting LSU on that. I'll probably, the game's about to start. I'll probably, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Who knows? But we're obviously joined by Lloyd, producer Lloyd. Been working overtime. Friday is a long day for you at this. Oh no, you actually didn't stay at the studio this morning. You left and came back.
Yeah, it's the whatever. I actually prefer the other way, but this is okay.
We can more earlier.
Yeah,
I do too. We're also joined by two-time national champion, once in football, once in baseball, first-round pick by the Chicago White Sox. He is a media pundit for SEC Network, talking all things baseball. Our national champion, our co-host Jared Mitchell. Welcome back. Big weekend for both of us this weekend.
Yeah.
You're about to get on the road, drive, make the trek down I-10 to
the Berry.
To the Berry, celebrate. I know you're not announcing names yet. Are you gonna announce it this weekend?
That's a very good question. I don't really know. Yeah, bro. How involved are you in planning this whole thing?
0% zero.
Sorry.
Oh, all right. Well, you making it sound like you're a lot more involved. I'm starting to low-key kind of feel guilty, but no, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that.
I have 0%.
Verge.
I haven't been told that, so I
The
don't
only
know.
thing I was
Verge
told,
Mitchell.
The only thing you should name him after Craig. Craig Jr.
Maybe.
Craig
Maybe.
Jr. The only thing that I was told was, hey, Allie wanted to announce the name of the baby on the invitation. Hey, good. Okay, let's do that. Because if people want to embroider something, they can do it. Okay, we did that. The second thing was, hey, I need you to be here at this time at the end of the shower to pick up the gifts. I said, okay. Our shower is just for the girls, so I was like, okay, I'll show up, pick up the gifts, do whatever. So that is the extent of no planning on my part, just my requirements.
It shows you where my involvement is, or my level of knowledge is to these kind of things. I asked the question, I don't know, but probably about a week or so ago. Hey,
when's our shower again?
No, I ain't go that far. That's on the sketch. Come on now, don't do me that one. Don't do me that one. That ain't good.
So you're like pregnant, right?
Your car. Wait, I got I went my car or your car, and I go. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
my bad.
You got some gifts that gotta come back.
We're all doing this together.
That's it. But big weekend.
Yeah.
You got baby boy Mitchell shower on Saturday, and then the baby boy Mahtook shower on Sunday. Unfortunate that they coincide the same weekend, but you know how it is. There's not a lot of dates you can do it, and you got to pick what you can pick. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I understand that process.
We're in 2025, so 2030 recruiting class.
Hey,
2030.
Hey, that travel ball team
is going to be elite.
Nah, I'd like to not put him ahead of schedule that quick. This is 2030. What? No.
Well, 15. I mean, Jay Johnson likes to get
2030.
Oh no, 2035.
He's gonna be 4 years old.
Yeah,
Hey.
I'm like, nah, I ain't got no plans.
I mean, Jay Johnson found Milam when he was 12.
I mean, 2040. Maybe we'll get have some conversations.
Okay. No Alabama, Mikey.
No, listen. Wherever happens, happens. You know what I mean?
Oh,
whatever happens, happens.
Nick Saban's coming back.
Well, listen.
So they say.
That's what the odds say. That's what everybody around here loves to spread the rumor. Hey, that's not dead. That's not dead in the water. That's not dead in the water. Okay. I'll believe it when I see it. I'm not saying I don't want it. I would love that. I don't believe that's going to happen. But if it does happen, great. I'd be stoked. But he's not the head coach right now. He has not been announced he's the head coach. I have no reason to believe he's going to be the head coach. So we're not even going to talk about him being the head coach because Jared and I are in a very intense fantasy football matchup this week. It's big playoff implications
big
for me.
Big implications, yes.
I've battled my way to 500. He's 6-3. We're playing. So yesterday, we're watching the game. He had Travion Henderson on his team.
Pretty good pick.
Okay, Henderson scores a touchdown. I said, damn, he's going to put up 25 points on me. And so then I start doing the whole, let me really talk this guy up and talk about how well he's going to do.
Mush.
Maybe I'll mush it for me because he put up I short him. He put up a 30 burger, not a 25 burger. So,
I told him get out of my inbox with this nonsense
he
right now.
He stopped responding to me. He didn't like that. And then he tried to go opposite, and he's trying to compliment my roster and how much of a chance I have and how worried he is. Like, don't do that to me either. Stop doing that.
No, listen. The truth to be told, in this league, we got a half PPR. Listen, if two players gives you, if you had two players going on Thursday night, if they score less than 40 or if they score more than 40, nothing's a given.
Yeah, but
right? All kind of shit can happen. But I feel good about 40 from two players.
Yeah, but here's the deal.
Man, you in the game.
The problem is the two players. One's an actual player. One's a defense. The defense doesn't usually score a ton of points. 10 points. If you got 10 points from the defense, you'd be like, oh my god, this is awesome. So that doesn't even count as a player. Don't even start doing that.
But they didn't score 10 though. They didn't score 10.
Don't
under 40. Listen, it's gonna be a tightly contested one down to the end. So just
Who's quarterback?
I need Caleb Williams, who's been actually really good for me. But I need Sutton to just not get blanked, and I need who's my other wide receiver? T. Higgins to not get blanked.
I won't be mad if they both have
both teams can go. Both guys can go great. Both guys can also not do great. I've seen both ways, but we'll see. We're not here to talk about
Boomer
fantasy
bust.
football, huh?
Boomer
bust. We're not here to talk about fantasy football. We're here to talk about LSU football. Let's talk about this weekend real quick. The Nuss news that came out yesterday. He is now listed as probable on the injury report. Whit Weeks is listed as a game time decision. I don't know if he's going to play. What's your opinion on this whole Nussmeier situation?
I mean, we'll see. He started and finished he didn't finish last game, but he didn't come off the field because of an injury. Or what we know of what seems to be an injury. So I don't know if something got tweaked during the week.
His pride.
You don't know where that is. Man, just give it a chance, whatever. We don't know if something got tweaked during the week. We don't know if he's actually going to be playing or if he's not. We still wait to see. He's not been ruled out or ruled in either way. We all obviously know what implications the future probably has for him and what's going on, where his mind could possibly be. We don't know at this point. So at this point, it's still a wait to see type of situation. I've always been in the camp of playing your way to where you need to be is more important than the opposite way around. But,
can I give you
and people go to make decisions about other things. I don't know if that's where he is. I don't know if the real injury is real. I don't know where any of that stuff is. But I do think how much he plays and or if he plays kind of gives you a little bit of look under the hood this weekend. We'll see we'll see what we get to see once the hood is lifted on Saturday.
Can I let me put my tinfoil hat on for a second.
You want mine?
This is going to be a Lloyd comment.
No.
But and honestly, this is me and Lloyd had a 20-minute conversation of driving over here about this situation, and this was not brought up.
Today?
Huh?
Y'all rode together today?
No, on the phone.
Oh.
But
it wasn't a Corey Raymond, DJ Pickett situation.
This was a carpool day.
No. This was not brought up by me. It didn't even cross my mind until just right now, as you're talking about this. Could it potentially happen this way, where, hey, I aggravated the injury, you're not going to play. Van Buren, go out there. See what it looks like. If it doesn't look great, Van Buren, red shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Nuss, you didn't get benched. You had to sit out because you're hurt. You finished out the year. It's easier to put
I thought this game burned his red shirt.
No.
This will be the fourth one.
But this would be the fourth game.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a great idea.
So hey, look, Nuss, get healthy. You're aggravated. Yeah. Let's not react. Let's not go through this again.
We couldn't sit out the Tech game, but we can sit out.
Well, it's over now. The season, so you're not making the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Hindsight is.
So you sit out.
20,
Van Buren goes and plays great. Nuss, you're hurt the rest of the year.
Yeah, this is what I said.
Van Buren doesn't play great. Hey, look.
Only other side
Our
of it.
plan was to redshirt you anyway.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Let's just not burn that. You got an extra. Got some things to play with. I don't know if that's going to be the situation. But
Does he have to play great or does it have to be promising?
Right.
That's a good point.
Well, you still got Western Kentucky.
Let's just say
Get
let's
bad
just
game
look-
for
let's
Nuss.
Let's just see what it looks like, and we'll make the decision after.
Stay to
Listen, I'll get away from Nuss just a little bit, but if I'm Van Buren, I will say this, and we kind of alluded to this and talked about this a little bit too. If you're asking me to potentially burn my red shirt, I would imagine I would want to have the conversation of, I'm down to do that. I'm down to play myself the way to where I need to be, because I do think, like, knowing that there's a new coach coming in, knowing the kind of talent and the place that LSU is and where it sits amongst the other places in the country, like, it's not necessarily like you would want out of LSU, especially if you can up your status, maybe even make some more money. So if I was Van Buren, I do think there's somewhat of a conversation to be had at least. Hey, if you're asking me to potentially burn my red shirt, well, I need to know you're going to give me the opportunity to go out there and fully do it. Right? Not give me the last 3 minutes of the second quarter through the second half, and then now I can't play anymore the rest of the year, or that's my red shirt. I would want to know, is there an opportunity where we can give this a full-on legitimate audition this week possible? And if there is, great. If there isn't, well, then I probably got some sitting home just to go ahead and have a conversation about. I probably would still lean towards the playing side, but there is a conversation that at least needs to be had between me and my family and how we see this thing going forward. I do think that that's fair.
Correct. So it's good. It's an interesting
dynamic.
Yeah, it's an interesting conversation now. Like the conversation was already interesting. What do you do? I think this gives a lot of outs to a lot of different people. And so.
It's excuse making.
It makes Saturday more interesting for us to watch, though.
One more time,
like, hey, let's see how this thing pans out.
And then Colin Hurley, Western Kentucky.
What?
Colin Hurley when he gets Western Kentucky.
I don't even think Colin Hurley's on the roster.
That is. Bryce Kuhn is the one that propagated this by saying he didn't travel to Alabama. So
yeah,
that's the only thing I can run with.
I don't even know he's on the roster. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. You haven't even heard his name until right now, because of necessity.
Or Juwan Johnson.
So, maybe. We'll see what happens. I don't know, but it's going to be an interesting thing. Listen, LSU is favored by 5.5 at home.
How?
Early morning game. How? Because Arkansas is 2-7, and Arkansas has no defense, but their offense is pretty good. LSU's the strength is their defense. So we'll see how this over/under is 57.5. That's a large number for a team that hasn't scored over 25 points all year. I don't know what to expect from LSU this weekend
at all.
I think they win, but I don't really know what to expect.
Does it affect you either way if they win or lose?
I would like to see them win, because I would like to see them go. I would like to see them at least in the season respectably.
Bowl eligible.
Not even necessarily bowl eligible, but you don't want to see them have a losing.
Yes, bowl eligible. Yes.
Yeah, that's. I want to see them have a respectable season, and not have a losing season.
But say this ain't the NFL, bro. We can't tank and get a higher pick.
Correct.
I want you to win every game you get a chance to play, because I don't want those guys that are signed and are thinking about it, and or anybody in the portal to look at it like, nah, dog, they're a good ways away. I don't know if I really want to mess with that. Right? The more you can still keep this thing intact, keep it together, the better off you are going forward. So that means the more you win right now, the more it's looked at as, we're this close. And that is the truth of it at the end of the day. I'm not even trying to sell that. We are this close, right? This is where you need to be. But this is a big difference in the SEC, especially at the top of the top tier of it. So yeah, I want them to go out there and win out the rest of the way, because it bodes better for them going forward. And I think that's kind of where I sit.
Correct. As far as how they play, it's gonna tell you a lot about Frank's ability to rally the guys and get them to say, hey, we're gonna go out there. We had a long conversation about this on Wednesday about what it means to continue to play well and play hard and not kind of cash it in. This weekend will be a good test about that of that, and kind of determine whether or not these guys are still bought in to try to figure this thing out. I think they are. I think they will be.
Well, they're kind of showing you something with the Nussmeier information, right? Of the buy-in. I don't think Nuss would. If you're sitting here at, what are they right now? 5-4. Yeah. If you were, that's 9 games. If you're 8-1, do you think Nussmeier's sitting?
No, but like I don't know.
That's the biggest domino.
Yeah, but that's also
Convenient.
look. We had this conversation, and I don't really want to say I don't know, right? If I'm being skeptical of it, yeah, it seems like it's a way out. For him to use that as a reason why the season didn't go the way it was supposed to go. But at the end of the day, maybe it's real, and maybe he does end up playing. Maybe it doesn't affect anything. I don't know. But if they're 8-1, that's a different conversation because there is a lot more to play for.
Because Nussmeier probably played pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. If they're 8-1, he's playing pretty well, and there's a lot more to play for. So that's you can't really compare it that way.
Would you say that, considering the timing of this, with Nussmeier's injury, that was very apparent early on, and now all I heard was he's on the other side of it from a certain coach that's no longer the coach. Now, it's re-injured, or was he ever actually healthy?
We don't know.
I would contend that he's never been healthy all year.
I think he's been hurt. I think he got better, and he potentially could have re-injured it. I think he was definitely hurt in the beginning of the season.
He was just really – competition ramped up, so he's just ripping it in practice.
You could tell – at the beginning of the season, you could tell some of the balls that he was throwing down the field like they weren't getting there, right? He's been throwing the football better, so I do believe he got healthier, and maybe he did re-aggravated it, and maybe it is a thing. I don't know.
Jared, as a wide receiver – if your quarterback I don't want to say checks out, is hurt again all of a sudden, and could be I don't think do you think he plays Saturday?
Me?
I think Nussmeier plays Saturday?
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: do they come out with these injury reports once a week before the game, or do they come out with these like day to day?
Tuesday, Thursday.
Tuesday and Thursday. And this report came out on Thursday, correct?
Yes.
Yep. And Frank mentioned it on his own volition. It was a Whit Weeks conversation, and he dovetailed it with Nussmeier. So
right.
he mentioned it on purpose.
I think, and I guess I can sit in the middle. I think I probably would lean more towards the don't play, but I think it's either his game to go out there and finish, or he doesn't play. Like I just don't. Once again, and for me, that sits more on the Michael Van Buren side of it. It's unfair and kind of Bush if you ask him to come out there in a part-time type of role.
Right.
So I think if we understand that, and if here's the thing too. Maybe kind of Bush, but maybe also looking out for LSU side more than anybody else's, which, once again, in this situation, maybe kind of Bush. But if LSU doesn't think that he is someone that can actually help them in the future going forward, they may not put as much emphasis on making sure they do right by him. I don't expect that to be the case at all. I'm just throwing that out there as that could be the other side of it. But I do think that they look at him that way. So if that's the case, let's make sure we do right by him, because doing right by him in this situation means he's still here to help us, and other people are seeing this, and they're going to understand that as well. Yeah. So I think when it comes back to Nuss, it's either he's there to play or he's not, because I think because of the Michael Van Buren situation, man, it's just really tough to ask someone to go out there and do that to what is their career and their opportunity as well.
Yeah, I don't think he plays. And the only way he plays this weekend is I think he'll be dressed out. And
I don't know if I would do that.
No. This is what's going to happen. I think he's going to be hurt. I think he's going to be dressed out. Hey, game time decision. Hey, it didn't really get better. He's not going to play. He's available emergency situation. So if Van Buren gets hurt and you don't have another guy, he can go out there, hand the ball off, whatever he needs to do. I don't think he's going to play, though.
Coach, I'm going to be honest with you. That would be a very tough look for them this weekend. And I think you would look at it in a situation where nobody, whether you wanted to say, like, nobody would believe that he's hurt at that point.
I agree.
I really do.
I agree, but I do think I don't think he's going to play. I don't.
I think he's going to be right next to Whit Weeks.
Yeah,
No pads, jersey
you don't think
on.
Whit's playing the rest of the year?
No.
So I think, let me tell you this whole Whit thing. I think this is the same injury he had last year. It's an injury that he repaired.
Yes.
And I don't think it ever healed right.
No.
I think he came back too early, and
Gutted it.
And I just don't think it. Yeah, I don't think it ever healed the way that it needed to heal. And not blaming anybody other than the fact that he probably just played too early on it.
He wanted to. Like,
yeah, no doubt.
That's WhitWeeks.com.
No doubt. And he played well when he was playing, right?
But it probably feels awful.
But it instead of getting better.
The only thing they say about it is the
worse.
pain tolerance thing, and Whit Weeks can tolerate pain. If I know anything about him, he wants to play, and now it's like, brother, you can't really.
Just hasn't gotten better.
Can't do this.
Yeah.
You shouldn't.
Yeah.
And that begs the question: do you think he comes back?
I think that's all dependent upon who the coach is.
It could be his step. Oh no, what is it? Father-in-law.
Is he draft eligible this year? He's draft eligible, correct?
Yeah.
I think it's dependent upon
His dad, stepdad, father-in-law.
No. I think for Whit, it's dependent upon who becomes the head coach and if the defensive staff is here or not. I think if it's the same defensive staff and you bring it in, I think he comes back. If it's not the same, if it's a new head coach and they get rid of all the defensive, I don't think he wants to. I don't want to be here and learn a whole new system.
Do you think he follows Blake Baker wherever he goes? If Blake Baker were to leave, like Tulane head coach comes open and Blake Baker goes down to New Orleans.
No, I don't think. He
So
goes.
wait, so you're telling me that you don't think any of the top part of this decision has anything to do with the draft?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I do. I think it has something to do. I think he's gonna definitely put his name out there and see kind of where he falls with the draft and what their like the grades they give him. And if it's a good grade, I think he goes for sure.
I think the grade's gonna be good, but now it's about, all right, do I get healthy and am I a combine type of guy? Like, am I gonna go there and perform well?
Right.
Because that's gonna boost his stock and
correct.
That's gonna, because of there wasn't as much tape this year. You know who he is, you know what kind of player he is. The injuries happen, but like if I go to the combine, show him healthy and boost my stock there, is that grade going to either stand up or be above that? And I think in that case, if he feels that way about himself, I think he's gone.
Yeah, no doubt. But I think, and if he goes and says he gets a grade, let's say it's a 4th, 5th round grade, and he's not able to do the stuff that he needs to do at the combine, and LSU makes a hire and he likes the hire or he likes the defense, whatever, I think there's a chance that he does come back if that's the case. But if they say, hey, you're a 2nd to 4th rounder, and he gets healthy for the combine, and he can boost himself into a guaranteed 2nd, 3rd rounder, I think he's gone. I think he is I think anything after the 4th round, there's a potential for him to come back. Anything before the 4th round, he's gone.
I think he is one of the people that needs to be I don't think he's a combine guy, right? It's not Jamar Chase that can sit out the entire year, show up and run 4.3 and then walk away.
Well, no. When I say combine guy, like he don't have to. So for the position he plays, he truly doesn't have to go there and run a 4.2 or 4.3. What I mean is that, like, know for sure I'm not running anything slower than a 4.5.
Right.
Know for sure that I know I'm quick in these shuttles and stuff like that. Know for sure that my bench work and all of that stuff is going to be at least up to par. I'm not saying he has to go be like the top 2 or 3 in any of that. But if all of that stuff is up to par, when you put on the tape and you watch him play, it's hard for me to believe that there's something that 3rd round or higher is not cooked into this answer. So if he believes that he can go to these combines and to pro day and put up an up to par, I just don't think he's coming back. And
right.
I
agree with that. And here's the other question though, is like, and I don't know this answer. I don't know if y'all know this answer, but when is the deadline to pull your name out of the draft and go back to school? Is it before or after the pro day?
I don't know. I think some of that's kind of changed a little bit, so I'm not exactly sure.
Because if it's after the pro day, I could see him waiting to perform at the pro day. Maybe going to the combine and doing all the meetings and doing all that kind of stuff.
If I remember correctly, it's not after the pro day. I think you go through all of that because you've made the decision that I am entering myself into this draft.
Okay, so what it says on the NFL and AI, I hate this AI overview.
But it gives you the right answer.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Draft is April 24th through the 26th. The NFL draft declaration date for underclassmen is on January 15, 2025.
That's the declare for the draft. But
so 2026, I would imagine, and it has an extension to January 24 for players whose team made the playoff.
Yeah, but ask him. Is there a question that
ask him?
Ask the AI bot person.
I'm just going to go to their website
and say, is there a deadline that for these guys to remove themselves for the draft? I don't know this answer. I'm actually very curious about this.
Okay, well, I will figure it out. But so I pulled up. Who's in your mind? I have a player in mind of what Weeks reminds me of. And that is Luke Kuechly a fair comp?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
I like it. It may not be as cerebral, but maybe that's also remember.
But I think that's part of his game, right? Like that's what makes him special.
Of course it is. Yeah. But we're also talking about like a legitimate BC guy, where his Boston College guy, where his whole game, if you ask him, if you listen to him talk, it was based on.
I know the play.
It was based on the film study and all that stuff that he does. I don't know what Weeks does in film study. I don't have that answer yet. I'm just going to go ahead and just guess that at this point in his career, it's not like Luke Kuechly at the top of it. So with that being said, it's like, yes, I do see him as that kind of guy. But the instincts that Kuechly played with, the study and the homework that Kuechly played with, I think is next level, like next level.
Yeah.
I don't know that Weeks is there.
The final deadline to opt out of the 2025 draft, so 2026 draft, entirely was February 7th last year. So it's going to be around that time. So it's going to be before all the stuff happens.
After the
I mean, it's got to be. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of what the NFL cooks into, which I actually like, is like you have to understand that you fully committed yourself to this. You're not just going through it and says, hey, if it works out, good. If not, I go back to school. No, I've committed myself to this. I know all these people are here, and I'm going to perform in front of them.
Correct.
So I knew it was before. I just didn't know they
actually
did.
So I guess going back to the question was, if he feels like he's healthy enough before that date to go out and put on a combine that he feels like is reflective of his abilities, then I think he's gone. And
I'll put this into it too. I do think too. So for Witt, if we're sitting here saying that we don't think he's a 4-2, 4-3 guy, meaning that he's going to go out there and literally be the absolute top or one of the top performers, just a guy that's going to be good, maybe great, but not elite, if you will, at these testing things. I think he probably needs to perform at the combine as well, and not just pro day. So with that being the case, I think he probably how do I need to be? I need to be healthy by that date too. So not just my pro days date. I need to be healthy and ready to go for the combine as well.
Well, the combine's first.
That's probably where he's at.
The combine happens first. So his whole thing is, if I have to be healthy for the combine, healthy enough to go out and put on a good show.
Yeah, Luke Kuechly ran a 4.58.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you run a sub-6 as a linebacker, middle linebacker.
Sub 4.6.
Yeah, I mean, sub 4.6 as a linebacker. I mean, that's listen, dude, 4.6 is fast. I know when you look at the numbers, people are like, oh, 4.6, like he's
slow.
4.6 is fast, right? Now, as a wide receiver, certain positions is different, but like as a middle linebacker, if you have a lot of lateral quickness, 4.6 is plenty.
He has enough talent to make a roster.
No doubt. But we're talking about coming back or not coming back. You don't decide to go to the draft unless you think that you have a potential to be drafted.
I think he's a elite college football player. And if I'm him, I would enjoy that time in college and then go make a roster and run down on kick, and then probably at year 2, year 3.
There's a lot of.
Yeah, but Lloyd, I love what you're saying right now, because that's like truly the fan side of you. I promise you.
It happens all the time.
He didn't leave Georgia and show up at LSU because all he was thinking about was just LSU.
Right.
Like, let's just tell the truth about it. Like, he has aspirations beyond here. So, like, yes, I'm sure he enjoys the college world. Yes, I'm sure he could make a good amount of money while he's in college. But if he sees himself as a pro guy, which I don't have to talk to him, I'm pretty sure he does, and he feels like he can get healthy and get himself ready for the next year, I don't think he's going to be back.
I agree with that. And, like, I just, it's going to be dependent upon – I really do think, like, if he goes and he gets a middle of the draft type of grade, he's kind of iffy on the health.
When would you pick him?
I think – it depends on how healthy he is. Like that.
Nobody
knows
it
more
depends
about
on
him
what he
than we
does
do.
too. Because like we talked about, like I love when you turn the film on and you watch him play. The kid can play football, straight up, ain't no question about it. But he is one of those guys where you wonder, like, hey, I don't know. I don't have that. I don't have that relationship with him, right? Like I'm not talking to him about that. I don't know what he does in terms of film study. I don't know what he's going to do in terms of actual performance and draft type stuff. So I think for someone like him, who when you turn the film on, it's awesome, but we don't know where the top end of that athleticism is. We don't know where the top end of that dedication is. We know how much fun, we know how much love he has for the game, but how much is he willing to continue to work to it too? So I think all of those things cooked into someone like him, where it's not just you walk into the building, he walks out there, and you're like, what in the hell is that? And then you watch a movie, you're like, I ain't never seen that shit before.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to sit here and tell you where I would draft him right now.
Yeah.
And also, too, the second part of it is following up last year's performance with another year, and I'm not saying he wasn't performing well this year, so that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying being able to do it again and do it not injury-free, but to be out there again, for me, means a lot as well at that position.
Yeah.
Right? And that hasn't been the case because of the injury. So I think that alone as well takes a little bit away from, I don't know what I'm going to get on the field until I find these other variables out.
It's gonna be a conversation. If his draft grade is the back half of the draft, and he doesn't feel like he has recovered 100%, and LSU makes the hire and he likes the hire, I think there's going to be a conversation. Hey, we're going to pay you. You're going to come back. You're going to be the face of defense. You're going to wear 18. Probably should have worn it this year, but you're going to wear 18. And you're going to be the leader of the defense, and you're not going to have any change. I think that's going to be part of the conversation. There's a lot of unknowns that we don't know. So it's hard to. Don't do that.
You just did it.
No, I did not.
And he's going to play with his brother.
Well, his other brother, his youngest brother.
That's what I'm saying. Like that, I think that matters to him a
Yeah,
little
look,
bit.
it just maybe, but like I think that there's just so many unknowns to make that prediction right now. I don't think that it's fair for us to say, oh, he's gone or he's not gone.
Harold Perkins comes back. Whit Weeks comes back.
No, Harold's gone.
He's going to come back and play running back.
Harold's gone.
Lloyd, let me ask you a question. If you were Whit Weeks and your brother was sitting there talking to you, and y'all knew that you would go and kill the combine, at least up to par, and you're healthy, and you're going to have X amount of dollars because this is where they're drafting you, which once again, now one more year, takes you away from injury in college and gets you another year closer to that next contract. What you gonna tell your brother? Hey, bro, I see you when you get to the league.
I'll put in a word for you.
Yeah, we practice together this year, brother. Sorry,
no doubt,
it's not happening.
No doubt.
Saw you graduated high school early.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. No, it's not happening.
It was a 1-year deal.
Yeah, so
like, I'm just telling you, of the important bullet list of things that come to these decisions, that was down there. And it's a good one. It's a feel good one, but it's not as high as you think. We already wore this same uniform, albeit we didn't play many snaps together. I'd like for us both to put that shield on together too. Yeah. Maybe we won't be on the same team there either, but we'll have the shield on.
No doubt. So it's going to be look.
How much do you think the injury does weigh into, like, should I try this again in college first, go to the pros?
Well,
because it's not like people saw it happen.
Yeah, but it's an injury that is recoverable. It's not like a devastating to where it's like you can't ever recover from it. So I think if he feels like he is recovered, he has time to actually recover from it.
He's on the other
and
side
not
of
have
it.
to have another surgery or anything like that. I think he'd feel comfortable coming back from the injury. It's just
somebody's going to fall in love with him.
He didn't re-injured, it just never healed.
That's where you get into the conversation of, like, degenerative. Like, is this something that's going to hamper him for the rest of...
He had surgery on it. Like, he had like the tightrope deal or whatever he had. I don't know.
He dislocated his ankle and broke his leg.
Correct. But he had so I just don't think it ever healed.
Right. And so if you're an NFL team and you look at that, or if you're Whit Weeks and you go, I shouldn't waste a year of college, or do I take the amount of money LSU's going to give me? And that's
something that he has to weigh. Hey,
that's what I'm asking.
Do I take the money and have another year of college, or because you can have the same argument? Oh, I don't want to have to go and risk injury, or you say, well, I'm gonna go risk. The team's thinking that I'm gonna have to risk injury and not paying me or not drafting me where I feel like I should be drafted. It goes both ways, so that's what he's gonna have to weigh. Don't ever do 6'7".
You did it. You're the one doing it.
I didn't do that. You said it. I am weighing the options.
6'7".
Not doing that. All right. Let's get to the gambling section of this, because we're not gonna answer that question. I mean, I would love for him to come back, but I would also love for him to go to the NFL if it makes sense. It's gonna be one of those things that he's not gonna make the decision early. I do believe that. I think he's gonna weigh all that stuff out.
He's definitely gonna coach like Little League.
What?
Like whenever he's done, and he's
You're
gonna
literally-
be
you
Luke
were literally-
Kuechly.
You were literally taking this Luke Kuechly thing to heart.
Yeah,
here.
but he loves football.
Oh my god.
He's coaching on the sidelines right now.
Yeah, no doubt he loves football.
Yeah,
I mean, let's not.
If it doesn't work
we're,
out,
we're jumping through 15 years of his life.
I'd like to see one more in the purple and gold.
Like, yeah,
in
of course.
18,
I would-
how
I
it should
would-
have been, how
I
God
would-
intended.
I would like to see that too, but that's something he's going to have to weigh after the season. He's not going to make.
How's he gonna weigh it?
I'm not doing that. All right, let's get to this. Let's get to this gambling section of. We're going to win our parlay.
This is it.
We're going to win our parlay.
If we don't win this one, we'll never do it again.
Really? Okay. All right.
For the rest of this year.
For the rest of this year.
Until next week.
But before we get to that, let's just talk some interesting games that we got going on. I mean, there's a lot. You got Texas at Georgia.
There's a great slate out there, and
There is
it's
a
hard to
great
be
slate.
involved in college football when you're not involved. But this is when you start looking around and go, I'm glad we're playing at 11:45.
Right. You have look, Notre Dame at Pittsburgh is definitely interesting. Pittsburgh's they're 12.5-point underdogs, right? Pittsburgh has a chance to win the ACC, which is crazy. Notre Dame, good football team.
Look,
But
Nick
they're going
Saban
on the
lobbying
road.
for the LSU job right now.
Yeah, on the road at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's always a little tricky over there. That's an 11 a.m. game, right? That one's interesting. South Florida at Navy keeps looking at me, right? Navy, we rode the Navy train a lot last year. They were very good to us. South Florida's playing at Navy, 11 a.m. South Florida is favored in that game by 10 points. I don't hate Navy in that. I do not hate Navy. The other game that I think Lloyd likes, South Carolina on the road at Texas A&M. Texas A&M undefeated. South Carolina is getting 17.5 points. I don't hate that either, Lloyd. Is that going to be your pick?
I think so. I'm not going to overthink it. Because don't you think, and maybe this is just me, it's like the old A&M is still ingrained in my blood of at some point they drop one. And certainly dropping one isn't necessarily covering 17.5. And South Carolina is talented. You have the two good quarterbacks, but Lenore Sellers can keep you in any ball game. And 17, if you're going to spot him 17.5.
Yeah, I don't hate that one. Another game that I like that we didn't really even talk about this. I think I like Georgia Tech covering the 16.5 on the road.
You
at Boston
love
College.
Georgia. You love Haynes King.
Boston College is 1-9, dude. They stink.
Well, Jay Bitch was all over it.
What?
Once Bill O'Brien starts fussing, what you got for me, Jake? You were all over it. Like once he starts doing that, he blew his top.
I like Alabama 5.5 at home.
I don't.
I know you don't, but I do.
That's how do you how can you leave a 20-9 game against LSU and go Alabama? Yeah, -5.5.
What was the one that I said? There was another one that I said I was picking. I'm not sniffing the Texas-Georgia game. Oh, Mississippi State, Missouri.
Love that one.
Mississippi State getting 6.5 points.
It was at 7. It's already dropped.
It was 6.5.
I got it at 7. I put it in.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
I
do believe in Jeff Lebby and.
What was the game that I said that we had? We had our picks.
Look, I put them in the phone.
Did you?
Yes. I will read what we put in.
I mean, you're taking the South Carolina game.
I did under 48.5, Iowa, USC.
That's not what we picked.
It was just a me pick.
Yeah.
Mississippi State +7, South Carolina +17.5, Notre Dame Pitt under 54.
That's not my pick.
So none of those.
I think I picked Pittsburgh 12.5. I think that was my actual pick. Jared, do you like any of these games?
I can entertain the Pittsburgh 12.5. You kind of ruined one on my side of the parlay. Not ruined, but I'm flying the other way on this one, so you're just gonna have to hop in because it's part of the team. But we'll get there. Let's get there.
What?
The actual parlay.
That's what I'm saying. I like the Pittsburgh 12.5. That's what I told him before the show against Notre Dame. And he likes South Carolina 17.5. Is there another game that you like?
Oh, so for my pick?
Yeah.
My pick, I love. And I don't know where you got the 5.5 from. It's currently sitting at 6.5. Give me Oklahoma covering in Alabama all day. Listen, this is Oklahoma's realistically probably last chance to make their playoff noise. They're not going to be the team in the SEC tournament. In the SEC championship. They're going to finish out their season at Alabama versus Missouri and versus LSU. So you got 2 home games and you got one more chance to go on the road and make a statement. You lose this game, you're pretty much de facto out, right? I love them being able to do it, knowing that they have great run defense. Alabama's not great running the ball, and they showed that last week again. They're not great at doing that. So what they're able to do defensively, I don't know. The wild card in this whole thing is, as this time is going along, has Mateer gotten healthier, or has he been able to find a way to deal with that hand injury even more than he has? If I'm leaning on a side that says it's either one or the other, and is either healthier and or he's finding other ways to get comfortable and deal with it, I expect them to come out and play a better game. I'm not exactly sure if they win the game, but they're covering 6.5.
See, what betting website are you getting 6.5 on?
DraftKings.
Oh, see, I got 5.5 on FanDuel.
Shop it around, baby.
I don't have
I would take the 5.5 too, though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
All right, so you're taking Oklahoma 5.5.
Yep.
I am gonna take Pittsburgh plus 12.5.
Love it.
And Lloyd is going to take South Carolina plus 17.5.
Also, a couple of other tricky...
Plus 613 odds.
Yeah.
I'm putting it in right now. Is that it? Lock it in? Is that what you want?
Lock it in.
Yes.
You're in.
I love Mississippi State.
I'm taking this one though. This is your parlay.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not. Yeah, I can't. I can't go against after I over.
I'm not letting you do the same
thing. Yeah, I'm not going to do the same thing twice. Yeah. Unless I was, in The Big Short.
Yeah, we're not going to do that again. Okay, we're not going to talk about that. I'm telling you, I do like the Navy.
Who did we miss? Texas Tech.
Last week?
Oh no, it was TCU that was hot.
2 years ago.
No, this year. Was it TCU that went 5-0?
Early in the season.
Yeah, we always, we usually, last year we found a team that was one leg of it.
Tell you what I also like. I like Cincinnati minus 6.5 at home against Arizona. Arizona's got to go up to Cincinnati.
Ugh.
I like Cincinnati covering that 6.5. I'll put my own parlay in.
Yeah, we're all going to gamble. Yeah. I put in my parlay. I did my Iowa under.
There you go.
I like the 17.5.
Okay, let's get to the...
I like the Mississippi State plus 7.
I don't hate Mississippi State money line.
I think they can win.
Yeah, I don't hate the money line.
And the one that people should gamble on, but it is a gamble. Literally, I don't know what side of the fence Lane's sitting on. If it's Florida... or if it's Ole Miss, but that game is going to be heavily watched.
Do you like...
They said he's going there to recruit for Florida.
Do you like NC State at Miami? Miami is not playing great. NC State is they're 14.5-point underdogs.
I would do that.
I think NC State's got a really good quarterback, right?
What's the difference between LSU and Miami at this point?
Miami still got a chance.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't they have 3 losses?
They have 2.
They have 2.
They have 2 losses.
And they're still in the spot to make it to the ACC championship, correct?
Yep.
No, Duke's going to take that.
Yeah, of course. They're fine.
Duke's favored against Virginia this week. ACC's really they're showing out this year, huh? Some solid teams. I think NC State's quarterback is really good. Am I not right? Am I wrong about that?
That was a couple years ago.
Nope, this guy is CJ Bailey.
Oh, that's the guy that Bryce wants to come to LSU.
CJ Bailey, 2,400 yards passing. He has 19 touchdown passes, 7 interceptions. So not bad, not terrible numbers. NC State always seems to have a pretty good quarterback.
Who's their coach?
I don't know.
Maybe he's on the list.
Put him on the list.
If it's not Nick Saban.
He's on the list. I should just bet North Texas.
Well, I was about to say they're minus 17.
I should just bet them to cover that.
Or the over.
Yeah.
You should have been riding that wave.
What?
North Texas. You've been all over it, and we haven't bet it one time.
I know. What am I doing?
We're talking it, but we're not doing it.
I know.
I'd like to.
That's why we're losing.
Yes, I'd like to have a 6-pack. I don't have one.
Yeah, that's why we're losing. That's why
I know how to get one.
I'm gonna do it this weekend. This is getting me back on track. I'll
Six-pack.
put a 16 parlay on there. 6-pack parlay.
There we go.
North Texas will be in there. $25 to win $2,000.
We should bet.
Be back on it.
Should we bet against every LSU probable coach, or bet for?
Nope, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
They're distracted.
No. But speaking of LSU, let's do what we have to. As much as the season's over with in a lot of people's minds, let's give our predictions or what we think.
Opinion.
Yeah, opinion of the weekend. It's 5.5 point. They're 5.5 point favorites at home against Arkansas, who isn't as good. You would imagine. What do we think? LSU wins or loses?
I'll go first. I'm here.
There you go.
Think if you can keep Taylor Green under 75 yards of rushing, you win the ball game. Now, with that being said, man, it's really hard for me to throw a number in there because I have not gotten a chance to really see Michael Van Buren just run the offense and do it, and I don't know where the quarterback situation is going to be. So please don't ask me to give you the actual score because I think that's unfair when we have no clue who's playing quarterback, right? Like literally don't have a clue. But I think if I'm looking at it, if you can keep Taylor Green under 75 yards of rushing, they win the ball game.
Do you cover?
No.
No.
Okay, so close game. Usually Arkansas LSU games are close, except for a few,
Gotta get that boot, baby. Gotta get that boot.
Okay.
Do you like the boot?
This is the boot, bro.
Yeah, whatever. I think LSU wins as well. I do not believe LSU covers though, but I do think they win. Are we going to give any score predictions, you think?
I'm just going through. They are. I mean, the losses are insane. They've lost to Ole Miss 41-35, Memphis 32-31, Notre Dame they got brought to the woodshed and they had to see it twice, 56-13. Lost to Tennessee 34-31, lost to A&M 45-42.
A&M they came back at the very end of the game.
I'm just saying, like cover wise. Lost to Auburn 33-24, lost to Mississippi State 38-35. That tells me they're going to score 30-ish points. 31?
So you think LSU loses?
Yes.
Okay.
21-31.
Wow.
And that's not an indictment on Blake Baker. Or it's Van Buren puts it all together.
I think LSU.
So you're telling me the only way they win this game is if Van Buren can put it all together?
No,
that's where this team is.
They got to score in the red zone, brother.
No, here's what I think is gonna happen. Bold prediction. I think LSU does cover. I think it's a close game, but I do think they score over 25 points for the first time all year. Arkansas
so it's over.
Arkansas's defense
against a Power 5 team or SEC, whatever it is.
Yes, against a Power 5 team. They're
one of the worst offenses in the country.
Arkansas is one of the worst defenses in the country.
It does. You played Tech and got busheled.
Right, but I think that
They score
more than 25.
28-31. LSU.
That'd be great.
I mean, LSU still hasn't answered the question of how to stop a running quarterback.
No, they have not. And Witt not playing is not going to help.
That's not true.
Without Witt.
Okay.
Without Witt.
And he's not playing. Garrett Nussmeier not playing. Injured. Belly hurts.
We'll see what happens. But I like LSU to win, but not covered.
Do you not think that all of this is just very? Is this good strategy
What do you mean?
for setting up for Nuss's PR?
I don't know, dude. I don't. I mean, it's just hard to understand what's real and what's not real.
Well, because we were believing a snake oil salesman for people were, not me. I know a liar when I see one. For 4 years.
Yeah.
He's on the other side of it.
Yeah. So I don't know what's real, what's not real. It'll tell you a lot about if he plays or not this weekend. All right, let's get to mistake of the day.
Oh, mistake of the day. We are living in the era of Black Mirror. It's all happening. And as much as, I don't know if people enjoy this or not, or people that buy into it. I'm obviously anti-chat GPT.
Mm-hmm.
I'm anti all of the, like, think for yourself is what I tend to hope people will do. But the more I'm around Christian Cowley on the Tingle and Co. show, it shows me where the future is going, and it's not exciting. Because he can't write his own paper. He can't write a thesis. He can't do anything without the internet. And everybody's like, you have to be able to do this yourself. And they can't. And now it's just chat GPT email to chat GPT email. And now, if you want to, you can talk to the dead.
Baby Charlie.
He's getting bigger. See?
Oh, honey, that's wonderful.
That's
Kicking like
dead
crazy.
mother.
He's listening.
She's
Put
dead?
your hand on
Yeah.
your tummy and hum to him. You used to love that.
This is very weird. It's kind of cringe.
Feels like he's dancing.
Oh, what are you doing to me?
Yeah, this is very weird.
Mom, would you tell Charlie that bedtime story you always used to tell me?
Can we not watch this anymore? It's very cringe. It makes me very
Uneasy?
Yes.
No, he knew how to fly.
I had to watch it.
This baby unicorn was like
Can we- I don't wanna watch this
because
anymore.
she didn't know that
No,
she
you're
knew
gonna
how to
skip through
fly.
this.
But
This
she
is a
knew how to
long
do
video.
all kinds of
Nobody wants to
fabulous
watch.
things.
Hi, Grandma.
Hey, Charlie. How was school today?
It was
That
really
was
fun. I
invisible
made this
fun.
crazy shot in basketball.
I don't really care
No,
that
we
much
have
about
no-
basketball. What about the crush?
Stop. Grandma, stop talking.
Just tell me one
AI.
thing.
Look who's gonna be a great grandmother.
Oh, Charlie.
She'll be a great grandmother.
Congratulations.
Right.
She says that he's been kicked.
What is this an ad for?
Yeah, I don't understand what,
A little too
what
much.
Lloyd's making us
Tell
do.
her
I
to
don't
put her
want to
hand
watch
on her
this.
tummy and hum to him.
You mean, can I get the Cliff Notes?
Yeah, can you skip to the end?
Beautiful.
This is a new AI program where you can program your, past, I guess, loved ones, and they will make a AI version of them. And
That's
you
why
can
the
give
AI
them
bubble is going to
prompts.
die. That's why it's going to pop,
Yes,
because of this stuff.
yes. So that's where we're going. That is the mistake of the day. Is just society.
I mean, Tom Brady's cloning his own dog, so maybe
That
it won't
is
be-
insane.
Insane.
And
Maybe
Drake
it won't
Mays'
change.
kid.
And that
Maybe it won't change.
is definitely not the case, but that was a very weird and disturbing mistake of the day.
I'm just
I'm just salty that Lloyd literally tried to make us watch 2 minutes of that. Like he was hell bent on making us literally finish out that entire bar.
What company is that?
It is 2WAI. Allows you to communicate with dead loved ones when something that's literally out of Black Mirror, which it was a Black Mirror episode.
That's not great. I don't love that at all. All right, let's get something more positive with a curtain call. Do you have one of those?
I do.
Okay, I thought we were gonna be all negative town.
In the spirit of old school radio, which still exists in New York.
Good, I'm doing well.
Thanks,
I've
Paul.
heard a
What's
lot of
on your
names mentioned I've heard a lot of names mentioned for the Giants head coaching position.
Right.
There's one name I'm shocked that nobody's mentioning. I thought it would be like number one on the list. Lick my balls, doggy!
All right.
You can't beat live radio.
You just don't know what's gonna happen.
You just
can't.
don't-
You can't vet that. Can't vet that.
I mean, we had our own in, 2020. When did Coach O get fired? 2022? 2021? I got a fishing hole for you. Let's get back to football. Actually, no. I'm going to come back and say something else. So you never know what's going to happen on live radio.
Never know.
Lick my balls, doggy.
Now you know where tape delay was created.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they still don't use it in New York.
That's crazy.
So curtain call to like radio still just banging it out.
Oh, you just saw that Barstool Sports.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's where you did
God.
that, yeah. Jared, you got a curtain call?
Yes, curtain call to us, boys. We finally got off the schneid. Saturday will be a winner. This is a future curtain call.
Oh, we
Just
got
go
another.
ahead and let
What was
you
the other
know.
future curtain
He's
call?
the one that does it.
First winning of the season. It's coming, so I'm giving a curtain call to us. We're a little late,
Paul Skeens.
right in the kangaroo court, but we're here.
I believe in us.
Love that. I believe in us too.
Are you looking for a curtain call actively?
Yes.
Did you see Paul Skeens with the
Actually, I got a curtain call. I got a curtain call.
with the hot dog machine?
Yeah, but that's not it.
Fire
Curtain
it
call to our friend Clay Moffitt. If you watch the announcement on MLB Network, Clay obviously standing right behind Paul Skeens. I forget who the host is for MLB Network. Knew Clay Moffitt and called him out on the interview with Paul Skeens. Like, look at Clay Moffitt there. I was like, Jesus. Like, what? Where the hell did that come from? Clay's riding high, getting a lot of publicity. You know, good for him. Shocked me that he knew who that guy was. But the guy knew him. So
Also,
shout out to him. So I'm getting some pub.
a real curtain call
National pub.
for me. Beef. I don't
Beef.
know if you watched the Internet Invitational. He hit the first and last shot as he has passed away, but the Internet Invitational was electric.
Yeah, that was great.
There was
Marshall's
a
good at what
little
they
bit
do.
of cheating involved, a little bit of scandal that only Prez can do somehow, where it's like he inserts himself into these situations. But the real guy that like kind of tied the whole thing together was Beef,
Yeah.
who was involved in all of it and obviously passed away. But then they still aired the video post-mortem, and it was good to see a celebration of life.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, very sad deal.
And now
What's up with you at postmortem today?
Now LeBron wants to get in internet golf.
Of course he does.
No, that's not what I asked. I said, what's up with you in postmortem today? Like, what's what your
It's a celebration of life.
Lloyd's been dealing with some Ouija boards at his house.
Yes.
goodness?
Yeah. All right. That's all we got for you on
Am
this
I
beautiful.
okay? I think it's
on this-
LSU. It's LSU football that's doing this
Yeah,
to me.
yeah, it's killing.
I need
me.
Jay Johnson in my life.
Yeah,
like
we're getting
like
there.
I need crack.
Hey, basketball team, another one last night, 3-0.
Yeah,
Look good.
no.
We'll see.
Oh, hey, promote them.
That's it.
Southern
promote
Regional
them.
Medical Center.
They need Southern Regional Medical Center's big supporters of LSU basketball. LSU basketball needs your support for the NIL.
Somebody go to a game.
I will go to some games. I will.
That sounds very convincing.
I enjoy going to basketball games. I'll be there. I will.
You and Mighty Mouse.
Couldn't go last night. I will be at the games. They're undefeated, 3-0. We'll see what happens.
Get on the floor.
They look better than they did last year. That is for sure. They look
The
more
women's team's
talented.
electric,
They
and
look-
you won't support it.
They look better than they did last year. The
They
schedule
got three
kinda
technicals in the first half. Who
this-
doesn't want that?
The schedule ramps up in December. We'll see what they look like after that. But yeah, go support all LSU sports. LSU soccer is in the playoffs. Go
And-
support LSU soccer.
Not a sponsor yet, but if you go to Rouse's, you can get a $1 hot dog from Nathan's. They wrap them up for you. Bring those to the games because the ones at LSU are fucking trash.
There you go. There you go. All right, that's all we got for you on this beautiful Friday. Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the LSU game or college football, whatever you are going to be watching on Saturday. We'll be back live in studio on Monday from 6 to 8-ish, talking all
6 to
things.
7?
Yeah. Talking all things sports, all things football, everything that happened throughout the course of the weekend. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Thank you for supporting us. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you can't watch us, but you like listening to us or anywhere you get your pods. Enjoy y'all's weekend. Be safe. See you on Monday.
Peace.
Peace.
And if we die, you can watch us on AI.
That's it.
Hey, yo, that's enough. Jesus. No, I don't even. I can't. All this death talk. I can't even get with you today. Take me off of here, man.